If you're overwhelmed with debt, bankruptcy is not your only option. You could also look into debt negotiation or debt settlement, debt consolidation, and finally also bankruptcy. People always think debt consolidation is a better way to go. Debt consolidation is where you're taking all the debt. You usually go to a third party, taking all the debt and combining it into one, and you're making monthly payments. The problem with debt consolidation is that it generally doesn't assist you down the line. What you're going to do is you're going to pay a third party probably the first 6 payments that you make to the debt consolidation company, and they're not going to really offer you a long-term solution. It also can be a situation where even though the debt consolidation company is trying to work on your behalf, they don't get you any real results, whereas we do. Debt settlement and bankruptcy law actually efficiently give you results. Debt consolidation can simply elongate the period in which you have to pay, and if you look at an amortization calculator and you figure out the interest that you're actually paying long term, you'd be surprised how many times you're actually paying more than what you originally owed. Debt negotiation can be a very complicated matter. It works by the client providing me with their financials, with information regarding their assets, and then I contact the creditor directly on my client's behalf. What I'm doing is I'm trying to determine my client's position in terms of what is the least amount we can settle for. What I do is I review the client's documentation, I determine what weaknesses they have in terms of assets. Are there accounts that could be frozen? Is there property that liens could be placed on? And then I call the creditor and I try to expose their own weaknesses. I say to the creditor, this client is in a position where they can only afford X amount. And I negotiate aggressively on their behalf to get the absolute bottom dollar amount of a settlement. In addition to that, we also draft settlement agreements so that the client is protected later on should the creditor attempt to come back and try to collect again. The client can find out if debt negotiation is best for them by giving us a call, by figuring out what debt they owe, by bringing that information to our attention. What we can do is we can review the information and see whether debt negotiation is the best option for you, if maybe bankruptcy would be a better alternative, or if perhaps you should avoid bankruptcy and just settle that particular debt. Between my partner and myself, we have over 14 years of experience negotiating debt as well as handling bankruptcy law for consumer clients, both Chapter 7s and Chapter 13s. We have handled hundreds, if not thousands, of cases here in Cook County, as well as the outlying counties of Chicago. We've also handled cases in Indiana.